Hi guys, I'm going to respond to Star's video about creating a lesson plan that integrates music into another class, and the class that I chose to integrate music with would be language arts or English, whatever it's called. And so this activity would be on a persuasion unit, so creating like a persuasive paper, topic, something like that. But what I was thinking was that students would use that knowledge to create a jingle, so like the little like catchy things that are in commercials that get stuck in your head and are a way to like persuade people to buy a product or service or something like that. And so I think this would be a good way to integrate music. And the objectives would be that students would be able to write a persuasive jingle that would fulfill the language arts or English standards, and this would have a rubric on how well developed it is in the language arts type sense. And then another objective would be that students will be able to analyze the musical elements that went into their jingle. And I think that in order to be able to do that, it would be best to have students watch and analyze jingles before they create their own. So they would be analyzing the persuasive side of the jingle, but then also looking at the musical elements that went into it so they could use those ideas for their own. And then I think this would be best if students worked in like groups of 3 to come up with a jingle themselves. And so first they would create their jingle, so create some sort of script and how everybody was going to be included in it. And then they would use probably devices, so like iPads, Chromebooks, something like that, that has musical apps on it for them to be able to create music, just because I don't think most classrooms would have instruments for students to use, so I think an app would be the best thing. And so students would either record or perform their jingle to the class, and then after that they would analyze what musical elements they used in their jingle, and just be able to not just use music but understand what the elements are that go into the music that make it work well for a jingle or a persuasion topic or something like that, just so that they're thinking beyond just adding music into something, but seeing why it's added and how it helps and things like that. So yeah, that's all I have.